Hello and welcome back to the Green Sage. I wasn't planning to do a video today. My energy was actually really low when I got up this morning. But then I forced myself and my child to get up and go for a walk because he hasn't wanted to. He hasn't been feeling the best. But we got out and then we got caught in the rain and we got caught in the rain. And for me, for both of us, it was fun. We're laughing and having a good time. But I had a message come through. And the song Coming Home by Skylar Grey, part 2 of the song, you may have heard the part 1. But I don't know if a lot of people know about the part 2. But that song popped into my head and Spirit led me to come do this message. So today's reading will be about where are you on your journey? Where are you currently at in your journey? Hopefully we'll get, some idea of what you're going through, how to overcome it, what you can do to make it through right now, and some timing. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this time. I wrote some things out on some Post-it notes, and, folded them up and everything. And so I'll be getting some messages that way once we get into the readings. But these will be your piles that you get to choose from to begin with. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Find your timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. These will be your messages. So first, I want to get an idea of what you are going through right now. So Spirit brought 3 songs to me before filming this video, and we're going to pick one for you and see which one is resonating, see where you're at right now. So we're going to incorporate that into your messages here. And then at the end, we will also be pulling some tarot just to see if there's any further messages. But your song is Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi. I think that's how I say his name. This tells me that you're dealing with some sort of heartbreak, whether that is a romantic relationship that ended, someone who maybe passed away or just left your life in general. It doesn't have to be something that's current. It could be something that's from the past. But whatever it is, I feel like it left a void. And you are in this place of maybe trying to understand why it happened, but also, I feel like you might be stuck in this place of trying to understand why it happened, maybe trying to understand your role in it. Maybe you are looking back and reflecting on the signs or trying to reflect on the signs and see if there were any signs or signals. But let's see, let's get more messages out for you. You see that up there, or should I move it? Let's move it there, shall we? Okay. Your Starseed Oracle message out says, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. That's how you're feeling. You're feeling alone. You are feeling, I want to say left in the lurch, maybe. Left in a lurch. Is that the phrase? You guys, I'm so bad with phrases. But it seems to be how Spirit likes to communicate with me. You're craving that physical connection again. You're craving a sense of community, a sense of family, maybe even. Whatever it is that has left you feeling, it's left you feeling empty. It's left you feeling isolated, as though you are alone. And what your guides would like you to know right now is that you are not alone, that you are always connected to them, and that they are always there for you. And that whatever it was that's happened or that you're currently going through, it happened for your best and highest good. And I know it's easy to say that from the outside looking in, but eventually you will also be able to see that. Your wisdom of the Oracle deck says, time to go 45. It's time to leave this pain behind you. It's time to go off in search of your 10 of Cups, I want to say. Go off in search of your happiness. This cycle is almost over for you. That's what the 9 is telling me. The next stage for you would be to make a decision to get unstuck and to head in a new direction, right? Because after the 9 comes the 10, which is all about endings, which reduces down to the 1, which is about beginnings. Endings and beginnings occur at the same time. And when you decide to go off in a new direction, on a new path, to no longer let the pain of the past or current, whatever, hold you back, you will become the hero of your own story, I want to say. When you decide to move in a new direction. Whatever this was, you might feel like it was your rock bottom, but spiritually it's calling you to surrender to the process of life, right? We can't control everything. We can't micromanage everything and have everything go exactly in the way that we think it should. Only the universe, only spirit knows what we really planned up our sleeves when we incarnated on this planet, right? Only they know what's really in our heart for what we want, what we deserve. And they can't help you get there until you make the decision to get unstuck and move in a new direction. But they are there helping you. You're not alone in this. Your next card out says, it's void of course moon, nothing will come of this situation. And it came out in reverse. And normally I would not take reversals in these, but what I feel like this is saying is that okay, sorry about that, pile 1. I am back. I don't know if you heard that, heard my son come down at all. But nothing happens by coincidence, right? And so what happened is he's potty training. He came downstairs to say that he had used the potty and that he wanted his potty treat. And that tells me that right now, first off, you are in training. And with this 9 here, you're about to complete your training. And after that training is done and you successfully moved past this void that you are in, past this situation that does not serve you, once you finally learn the lessons and begin to move in a new direction and integrate those, you will be rewarded. But this coming out in reverse tells me that you're choosing to stay stuck, and you might not feel like it's a choice. I know how that goes. It is, sometimes you can't see any other option. But I feel like during this Mercury retrograde that we are currently in, some options will be made, some options will be shown to you. And you will have to make a choice, right? It's Mercury retrograde, whether or not to go with, which option to go with, or whether or not to pursue it. You know, these could be memories of the past that are coming in back to your memory. Maybe this song makes you think of someone in particular. If that is what happens for you, then know that that is being brought up during this Mercury retrograde to heal it and to finally move on from it and let it go. And if this is something that's like, you know, definitely from the past, your guides are letting you know that nothing will come of this situation. Nothing is wrong. You're not regressing in any way. You're not, I can't think of the word right now. Maybe Spirit will give it to me later. But you're okay. Nothing will come of this. These are just things that are coming up in your conscience now, in your psyche, to let go, to move away from, to finally heal. Moving from that 9 to the 10. Your first archangel message out says gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. That is what you need right now. That is what will help you to get out of this stuck place, to get out of the void. Be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for what you said or didn't say. Don't be hard on yourself for not maybe standing up for yourself enough in a situation. Also, try to be gentle with whoever's involved in the situation. Try to look at it from their point of view. Try to gain a different perspective on it. Always give them the benefit of the doubt. So if they did maliciously do something, knowingly do something to you, maybe they didn't know better. Maybe they didn't have a good enough upbringing. Maybe, they did what they learned in childhood themselves. Maybe, they say hurt people, right? And when people hurt us, it's not to hurt us, really. It's them asking for help. But they just didn't have the proper words or emotional capacity to know that they needed to actually ask for help. And maybe knowing that will help you to move on from this situation and let it go. To help you be gentle in this situation. Your next card out says patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Whatever you are dreaming up right now, whatever you are concocting in your mind's eye of your future, it's happening. And whatever this is, whatever situation, person, whatever that relates to this song for you, first off, it happened to teach you patience. Patience with yourself, patience with people around you, patience with life. You just may be in a situation where no, scratch that, Spirit just said. Good things take time, is what they want to say. Good things take time. So whether you are manifesting a love relationship, friendships, a sense of community, recognition in your job, whatever, good things take time. And to stay patient during this time, stay patient with yourself. Allow your heart to feel what it feels. You have 2 green cards with the, heart space there. Allow your heart to feel what it feels. And then let it go. Move into a new direction. Your affirmation card out to help you get through this time says, today I am curious. Today I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. That's that time to go card. That's you making a decision to no longer be depressed, no longer be sad, no longer stay in this void of questioning why and how and all the things. That's you making a new decision. That's you putting in a kibosh to whatever this was and starting anew. Taking back your power from the situation. Since this reading was, I can't think of words right now. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or just me. I had this song, I'm Coming Home, right? I guess dedicated to that song. Maybe the reading is yeah, we can say that. Since this reading is dedicated to this song, Coming Home by Skylar Grey, part 2, by the way. I wanted to get some lyrics out to get more of an understanding of where you're at on your journey and what you may be going through. So, the lyrics that you have, still far away from where I belong, but it's always darkest before the dawn. You can doubt and you can hate, but I know no matter what it takes. I feel like that's your attitude right now. Like you feel like you are far away from the community that you belong, maybe the loving relationships and friendships, the expansion in career maybe. But I feel like you have a positive attitude. Maybe not all the time, but for the most part, your outlook is positive. You know that you might keep telling yourself that it's darkest before the dawn and to keep moving forward, to remain patient. And if you're not telling yourself that, then maybe this is what you should start telling yourself. Maybe that will help you to get over this hump, right? Still far away from where I belong, but it's always darkest before the dawn. So you can doubt and you can hate, but I know no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. You may have some doubters and some haters. You might have some people talking some crap behind your back. You may even know that they are talking behind your back. Maybe the situation that happened, you know, they might portray you in a very poor light. They've maybe projected their own insecurities and things onto you. But you're at the point now where if you haven't already started realizing this, you will soon. That the way they made you feel, the pain that they caused, it was just their projection of their own pain. And it had nothing, it had nothing to do with you. You just happened to be the person who was around at the time when they were going through it. And they might look at you and blame you for the situation. But, I mean, everyone plays a role in everything, right? But it wasn't all on you. And maybe you're realizing it wasn't all on you. Maybe you are at this point of knowing that it takes two to tango. And if you did them dirty, they did you just as dirty. So there's no need for you to sit and feel sorry about the situation, to hold on to it anymore. Learn the lesson from it.
Mom, it's all over.
Okay. Once again, see, my son just said it's all over. See, this is all over for you, pile one, once you make that decision to move on. Once again, sorry about that, pile one. Kid is on it though, right? He is so in tune. I feel like what this is also saying is you know who you are. You know who you are inside. And that is the lesson that this situation came to teach you. It came to strengthen your resolve, to strengthen who you know you are inside, to teach you to not allow other people to project their own ish onto you, and to not take that in and hold it on and carry those burdens. I feel as though you're in this place where you are about to release some burdens. I would not be surprised if the 9 of Wands or 10 of Wands popped up for you. You're about to release this burden and move on into a lighter, more happier phase of your life. But remember to stay curious and open to all of the possibilities. Don't isolate yourself. Say yes when things come your way, when people, opportunities, functions, events, whatever, when they come your way. It's time to time to stop beating yourself up, also, Spirit wants to say. Okay. What can pile one expect? Actually, let's just get some tarot out. We'll just see what the tarot wants to tell you. I'm not even going to put any intention behind it. Whatever your guides would like you to know in this moment. You have the 2 of Wands, the King of Swords, and then your bottom of the deck energy is the 8 of Pentacles, followed by the 8 of Cups, but I'm not going to take it. This it's time for you to make a decision, to take a stand. Maybe even to travel a bit. 2 of Wands sometimes has to do with travel. You are stepping into this place. You are taking your rightful spot as king, I want to say. You can be male or female, but this is you really, like I was saying, stepping into knowing who you are, stepping into being able to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself, to have strong discernment. And you've been working very diligently at this. That is why you are near the end of the cycle. Just keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused on who it is that you want to be, how you want to show up in the world, what you want to do, whatever it is. Apply it to your situation as it fits. You may be receiving some sort of phone call or message, email, text. It could be from said person that you thought of. And you will, I would not be surprised if you get a call, some sort of communication from said person that you thought of. And that is what will potentially, not for everybody, be the catalyst to really get you to stand in your power and say, time to go. This is no longer for me. Speak your truth. Let it go. Move on. You got shit to do. That's how Spirit, well, that's how they told me, okay? So, pile 1. This too shall pass. Oh, you know what? Let's try to get one more card out. Blessings for pile 1 after this chapter closes. Blessings for pile 1 after this chapter closes. Your card out is the Fool. That's you being ready to step outside of your comfort zone. That's you being ready to take risks. That's you leaving all the ish behind and moving ahead with only what you are meant to carry. You might be, oh, look, she's listening to something here. She could be listening to music. Maybe you're going to go listen to these songs and they will give you more messages. Or maybe just listening to music in general will help you. You may receive messages from your spirit team through song. This is you no longer being afraid to step out and be yourself, because you trust that the universe has your back, and they do, and that is what they want you to know. You are safe and protected during this time. Just follow the call. So pile 1, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you would like, there is a donation link in the description box. It is never anticipated, but always appreciated. I will catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. These will be your messages. Just realized I forgot to get a timing for pile 1, but maybe that is how it was meant to be. But before we get into it, I've written a few songs down on post-it notes that Spirit brought to me before I started filming this video, just to give me an idea of what you may be going through, where you are at energetically. So we're just going to see what comes out for you. Your song out is Stay With Me, Sam Smith. You may want to go listen to that song. You may already know that song very well. This song for me is about someone who is trying to stay in a situation, almost like putting a band-aid over a situation. Even though that they know something, Freudian slip there, I said someone, so maybe it's someone in particular for you, not just like a past situation. It could be a past situation with someone in particular. Someone who is not meant for you, that you keep trying to hold on to. And it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thought pattern, habits, addictive tendencies, jobs, friendships, relationships, family ships. You know, this could be you refusing to move forward in a new direction because you are comfortable with the toxicity that you are currently around. Or you are more comfortable holding on to the memory of said toxicity than doing the work maybe to get yourself out of the situation, to move into a new, happier flow. Stay with me, 'cause you're all I need. It's not love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Yeah. There is a person, place, thing, or situation, or past memory, past ways of thinking, thought patterns that it's time for you to release. And you may be at a place where you are just beginning to realize this, or you will be heading in that direction soon. But let's get your Starseed Oracle message out. It says, empathic Starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This song always makes me think of codependency, but not towards alcohol, drugs. It might be towards sex. It might be towards just feeling loved. A codependency to love. It could be that you have abandonment issues that you are being called to deal with. Maybe this is why this situation happened or is happening, is to alert you to your abandonment issues and to understand why you do what you do, why you act how you act, why you feel how you feel. It's probably, typically, right, when that happens, it is because at some point in our lives, we were told that we need to be with someone, that we need to have people to feel validated. Because at some point in your life, you were probably not validated, probably during childhood. And so you learned to absorb other people's energies, to take on the characteristics and things that they wanted you to take on so that you could feel validated, so that you could feel seen. But you weren't being seen in these situations. You weren't being validated. That was a lie that someone else projected onto you, I want to say. That was a low vibe habit and behavior that was taught to you, I want to say. Maybe this situation was with someone, was definitely with something that was not meant for you. And along the way, you got the lines of communication crossed and thought it was your energy, but it is not. You got confused along the way and thought that this is who you were. This is who you had to be with, or else you could not be happy. Or this is how things had to go in order for you to be happy. And what your spirit team is wanting you to know is that no, those things were never yours. They were projections from elsewhere. They were things that you absorbed. And now it's time to release those. It's time to get rid of those crutches. To no longer make yourself the victim. And I hate to say it as make yourself the victim. But it's true. I mean, there comes a point in our lives when we have to take ownership of our own happiness. There comes a point in our lives when we can't expect other people, places, things, situations around us to provide that happiness. There comes a point when we all have to realize that only we can make ourselves happy. Only we know what we need deep down. Only we know who we are deep down. And I feel like this situation is coming to really help you to see your own light again without being blocked out, without being eclipsed by whoever this person, place, situation, job, thing was. And on that note, we do have an eclipse happening soon on May 15th or 16th, depending on your time stone. Oh my gosh. I think I wanted to say timestamp plus tombstone. And that really is telling me that this energy is wanting to die out. It is wanting to transform, transmute into something new. And maybe around this eclipse time, May 15th, 16th, and the, surrounding time frame, because we still feel the energy a little bit before and a little bit after, maybe something big will happen for you that comes in to really bring awareness to this for you, or to show you how to get out of this, how to break the cycle, perhaps. That was a long time just on that one card, guys. Okay, your next card out says 36. Come to the edge. Reduces to a 9. Spirit is calling you to meet them halfway. And you may already be doing some of the work. The 9 tells me that the cycle is about to end. The 9 tells me that you're almost there. You're almost there to healing your heart, to being the love for yourself and showing the love, I want to say. Their spirit team is aligning things, cooking things up behind the scenes. All they need you to do is to be really ready and willing to take that leap. Next card out says, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and it came out in reverse, so I will read it as such. This tells me you're not looking at the bigger picture. This tells me that you are so caught up in the thoughts, in the pain, in the memories, that you can't see past your current circumstance. And what they really need you to do right now is to breathe, take a step back, do some meditation. Maybe you need to go out and run in the rain. Ground your energy and look at the bigger picture overall. What can this situation teach you? How can it help you grow? How can it help you to get closer to where it is that you want to go? Maybe this situation will give you, this situation is coming to set you on a new course, to change your trajectory. But you have to be willing to take that leap, to meet spirit halfway. If you're not willing to get yourself out of the situation, if you're not willing to move past it or do the work internally, whatever it is for you, they can't bring forth what it is that you want, that you need, that you deserve. 12:12 on the clock as I say that. Just take that as validation. You're being called to collaborate, to co-create with spirit, with the universe. But first, you need to release what is not yours. And maybe this new direction that you're going to step into, leap into, is learning how to not absorb what's not yours, learning how to differentiate between yourself and other people's energies, learning how to say no when you mean no, and say hell yes when you mean yes. Next card out says, you know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. That's coming to the edge. That is 100% that coming to the edge energy. You know what to do. And you are very intuitive. You are a starseed. You are an empathic starseed. That means that you may be in the healing arts of some sort. You may know that you have some psychic gifts. And if you don't know, well, you do now. They're there. We all have them, first off. It's just some of us pay closer attention to them. And maybe that's what you're being called to do. Who knows? Maybe you've had an inkling to look more into the occult, into the metaphysical, into maybe the laws of the universe. Who knows? Follow your intuition, though. You know what to do. Don't let other people discount you, doubt you. Maybe that's what you're absorbing right now. Maybe you are in a place where you are trying to leap into something new, transform yourself into something new, transform your life into something new. And maybe people are doubting you and hating on you. If you've been having a lot of low vibe thoughts in your head, telling yourself that you can't do something, talking yourself out of something, telling yourself you're not good enough, or that someone did something, hurt you in the past or whatever because you were not enough, that is not your energy. And that is what your spirit team wants you to know. You were absorbing their own insecurities and self-hate. Hope I didn't just jump around there. I totally space out when I'm channeling, guys, and I don't. Okay. Anyway, next card out is overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Yep. That's what you're doing right now. You, by taking this leap of faith into the unknown, into the next phase, you are overcoming difficulties. And this situation, whatever it was, it's giving you the tools for the future, right? To keep overcoming difficulties. You might be interested in looking up, might be interested in sage and crystals and energy clearing. Maybe look up energy clearing. Your affirmation to help you get through this time says, today I am energetic. Today I am filled with an incredible energy and enthusiasm to face this beautiful day. Stay positive, stay optimistic. Maybe your energy has been feeling low. Maybe you've been feeling sluggish and depressed. Maybe having tummy issues. Not being able to sleep at night. Worry. That's other people's energy. That's other people. It's like energy vampires. Maybe that's something you need to look into. Energy vampires. That's you carrying the load and burdens of other people because of your big, kind heart. People will project onto you because of your big, kind heart. Because they see your light. Because they see how strong you are. People will expect more of you because you expect highly of yourself, and they will take advantage of it. And that's why I was feeling the vibe of saying, say no when you want to say no, and say hell yes when you want to say yes. Be energetic and enthusiastic about the things that you want to do, but also be able to speak up for yourself and put boundaries in place with people. You may feel as though you may be a counselor or a therapist of some sort. You may be absorbing other people's energy and wondering why you are so tired and feeling overwhelmed. Take time to breathe out and to be kind to yourself. You're being asked to go with the flow of the universe. Whatever's coming up right now is happening for your best and highest good. If there are feelings of the past, they are coming up so that you can deal with them, to finally release them, to reclaim your energetic sovereignty, and to move on. This situation is teaching you how to, it's helping you to reclaim your energetic sovereignty, because the next stage, the next chapter, you will need it. Maybe you're studying to be a counselor or a therapist, or thinking about going into a healing field like a spiritual life coach or something. Whatever's happening now, whatever is coming up for you now, it is to give you the tools that you need to move on into something new and better. Messages for pile 2. Any further messages for pile 2, Spirit? Oh, you know what? No wonder they don't want me to pull that yet. Okay. Since this reading was, that's the word, inspired. I could not think of the word on pile 1. Inspired by Skylar Gray's Coming Home Part 2. I wrote down some lyrics from the song to also get an idea of where you're at, what you might be going through, any other advice from Spirit. So this is your lyrics. It says, and the blood will dry underneath my nails, and the wind will rise to fill my sails. So you can doubt and you can hate, but I know no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Didn't I say that you might have some haters, that there may be people in your past who are blaming you for past situations, putting all the blame onto you? I did. You may feel like you have hit the rock bottom, like you have been trying to claw your way out, to understand the situation, to get from underneath the situation, to release it, to move on, forgive. You may have felt like, I've done all of this. Why does it keep coming up? Why do I continue having these thoughts, these feelings? Why does it continue to make me cry? Whatever it is, it's because other people are projecting onto you, baby girl. It's because you are special. You are an earth angel, I want to say. And as such, you are here to heal people. But with that will also be energy vampires and low vibe energies that try to leech onto you and zap your energy. And that is why you're being called to learn how to regain your, oh my goodness, you have 2 words of energetic right here. I just now realized that. That's why you're being called to regain your energetic sovereignty, to maybe jump into learning more about it. If you are being called to in any way to look into the occult, to look into numerology, astrology, metaphysical, divination, this is your validation to do so. and the blood will dry underneath my nails, and the wind will rise up to fill my sails. So you can doubt and you can hate, but I know no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. You've been persevering. You have been really trying to do the work. And maybe this is the last piece of the puzzle that you've been needing. Maybe because you're there. You're at that 9. You're about to go to the 10, which is the ending, also wrapped up in the new beginning when it reduces to that 1. You're coming home to yourself. You're coming home to a better knowing of yourself, an inner knowing. You're coming home to that energetic sovereignty, to knowing what is yours and what is not yours, and not allowing people to project their ish onto you. You're learning how to put up boundaries, I want to say. Or you're being asked to learn how to put up boundaries, whether they are energetic or straight up just saying no when you want to say no. Further messages for pile 2. 10 of Swords. That's what you're putting an end to. This is you, walking around, maybe distracting yourself with your phone and social media and whatever else because of all this pain you feel. Maybe you have felt stabbed in the back over and over by relationships and things. And you are in your head, racking your brain, trying to figure out why. What is the purpose? What is your role? How can you fully move on from this situation? This is your 10 and your ending and your beginning. Like I was saying, you got 9 to 10. Maybe you need to cut out social media because honestly, spiritually, we gain a lot. We pick up a lot of energy by going on social media, by watching other people's fake lives. No one's real life is on social media. You might be pining over a person who is with someone new now, maybe stalking people on Facebook, so Instagram, whatever. But it's time to let that go. They are no longer there because they were not for your best and highest good. They are no longer there. They are no longer in your life. Whatever the situation, romantic, friendship, whatever, work-wise, they're no longer there because you have something so much better planned for you. And all you have to do is change your trajectory. To start putting up boundaries to protect your energy, whether that is through the internet or speaking it out loud. Your next card out is Hanged One. You're being called to shift your view. Find a new perspective. Find a different way of doing things. What can you expect after this change in perception, change in perspective? What can you expect after that? What can pile 2 expect? Well, I only wanted 1 card, but we have 2. We have the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups. This tells me that what you can expect after this situation is an increase in your intuition, in your psychic abilities, an increase in your knowledge, your talents, your skills, in your sovereignty. You will be stepping into your sovereignty, and you will be letting go of the people, places, things, situations that no longer fill your cup. You will not be pouring your energy in to cups that do not serve your highest good. So, good for you, pile 2. Do the work. I mean, you may even be stepping into a healing field. Maybe you gaining a new perspective and maybe trying something new, heading in a different direction. Maybe that could be the direction. Interesting. All right, pile 2, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you would like, there is a donation link in the description box. It is never, I think I said anticipated last time, but I don't think that's the word. It's never expected, but it is greatly appreciated. So I hope this helps you. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. These will be your messages. Before we get into it, though, I wrote out a few songs that Spirit had in my head before making this video, and I'm going to incorporate them into the video. So this is the last song that we had, and it says, "In My Blood" by Shawn Mendes. You may know this song. If it might be a song that already resonates with you, or you might be drawn to listen to this song after the messages. But this song is all about someone asking for help and needing help on dealing with low vibe energies, dealing with addictions. But you may not necessarily be dealing with, drug, alcohol type of addictions. It could be addictions to negative self-talk, just low vibe energies that can get us stuck. But this song also is about someone who's not giving up, not willing to give up. Someone who, I want to say they know that there's more out there for them. They know that there is maybe that this situation is just a drop in the ocean overall. Trying to think about the words in the song. Says, "Help me. Feels like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Overwhelmed and insecure. Just breathe. Just have a drink and you'll feel better. Just take her home and you'll feel better. Does it ever?" You could be fighting with not giving in to temptations at this moment, whether that is to drinking, drugs, sex, low vibe energies. Let's pull your cards and see what they have to say. I have already pulled oracle cards, and then we will get some tarot cards to finish it off. Your Starseed Oracle card out says, "Star Family, you're part of a team of souls. Call and support." And this came out in reverse, which there are no reversals, but I'll take it as such. I feel as though you are feeling alone. You are feeling like you have no support to call in. And you do. is what this message is here to tell you. You know, you can reach out to a counselor, a therapist. You can reach out to someone like me, a spiritual life coach. If you don't feel that you have family and friends and or whoever that you can confide in. But on top of that, you can always reach out to the universe. You can always pray. You're being called to pray right now. To pray for help, to pray for assistance. And if there are options out there that you can take, that you can afford, you're being called to act on them. Your star family, your star team is sending you the support, the strength that you need to act on it. Oh, I forgot, you guys got a lot of cards. Or not a lot, but a lot of starseed cards. Your next card out says, the Seas of Mintanka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Like I was saying in that song, I feel like you see your potential, and that's why you're not willing to give up. You know that there's more meant for you. Right now, the situation, whatever it is, it's helping you to see your potential. It's teaching you your potential. It's teaching you duality, right? Without the rock bottom, we can't soar. You're about to soar. You're about to bring what is hidden beneath the surface, to light. You are about to, I want to say, step into your soul path, to step into your spiritual light body, whether you're doing that consciously or unconsciously. Next card out says double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. And the fact that this came out in reverse tells me that you are not upholding your mission. We all came into this earth, right? If you believe in spirituality and things like that, you may believe that we all came into this earth with a mission. We all have our role to play. And maybe that's something that you are currently learning, something that you will soon learn. Maybe if you decide to do some more looking into spirituality or something like that. But overall, right, our missions cannot be carried out unless we are our true selves. And life, the great old design of life, right? It's made to show us that duality. We learn from the duality. We learn not to put our hand on a hot stove maybe because we got burned. You've been burned somewhere. And the situation has taught you something. And maybe the situation has you even doubting who you are internally, doubting maybe if you are a light worker or a healer of some sort, doubting maybe if you are even a good person. But your spirit team right now in the universe wants you to know that you are a light worker starseed, and that you are meant to be your quirky, authentic self, to show the world the real you, to give 0 Fs about people and their opinions and their thoughts, because the only real opinions and thoughts that matter are your own and those of your spirit team. You know, we are back to that duality. We come into this world and we are taught lessons. We go through experiences. We go through the low vibe energy so that we can know what the high vibe feels like. We go through the low vibe energy so that we can learn how to get ourselves out of it, how to pull ourselves out of it, how to stay out of it even. And that's what's going on for you. It's teaching you, whatever you're going through, it's teaching you that you have a purpose. that you have a calling, that you have a mission. And I would not doubt that whatever it is that you are going through, once you overcome it, it will be something that you can teach others how to overcome. And that is probably your mission. And hopefully, I'm getting the chills all over, so I hope you're getting the chills too as I'm saying this. Hopefully that gives you some peace and comfort within your situation at the moment, and gives you the encouragement and the motivation to maybe do research into light workers and starseeds, or whatever. Look into what it is that you are wanting to bring to light, whatever it is that you have on your heart that you know you are meant to do, whatever that passion is that you've maybe buried down because maybe someone in your family told you it was not for you. And if you need help with that, do reach out. Ask for help. Your next card out says poised. This card has been coming out in a lot of my readings. 48 reduces to a 12, which reduces to 3. You are, this situation, whatever it is, you are co-creating with the universe. It is teaching you and giving you the tools that you need to be poised to step into this next chapter, this next phase that you lined up for yourself on your journey. Next card out says, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Came out in reverse, so I'm going to have to read it as such. Communication with yourself, communication with your star family, praying, right? It is key. New moon is all about a new cycle. And Gemini has to do, with the headspace a lot, with communication. So I want to say this is whatever's happening, where you're at on your journey is propelling you into having more communication, more honest, clear communication with yourself, with the people around you, and with your spirit team. Your angel messages out says, indigo and crystal children. Look at you. You got double mission and you got indigo and crystal children. You are unique. You are one of a kind. You have a mission. So many missions on this earth. Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Didn't I just say that what you're going through right now, you may be able to teach it to others? You might be called to work with children, to help other sensitive children, other sensitive people. You are probably yourself an indigo or crystal child. Life seems a lot harder for us sensitives, and that is because most people do not have the tools. Most people are not equipped to foster such a beautiful, innocent soul. The world sees it as weak. Maybe you have been told you're weak. Maybe you have felt weak because you have been sensitive, because you were sensitive. And maybe you had to harden yourself, felt the need to harden yourself to get through life. And yeah, we have to do that to survive sometimes. Well, we definitely have to do it to survive, right? But part of your mission, part of your soul journey is to learn these lessons so then you can pass it on to others. pass it on to the next generation, whether that is actually working with children, if you're a teacher or a counselor, whatever, or your own children, if you have children, one or multiple. But if you have three, I would say all three of your children are indigo and or crystal children. They are also light worker starseeds. And you've been tasked with the mission to help elevate the consciousness when it comes to sensitive children. You've been tasked with the mission, I want to say, to give these children a leg up, because society beats them down. Society will beat them down because their souls are just so pure. And you might resonate with these next parts because they don't understand how the world can be so cruel and callous. Like, it literally does not compute why people do stupid shit, mean shit, vindictive. I mean, as adults, we know why, right? It's because they themselves are hurt. So the only way they know to ask for help is to hurt others. But that's not how the world works. When you hurt someone, you hurt them, and you're basically cut off, right? Maybe you're here to teach the children to be more gentle, to have more confidence within themselves so they don't get beat down, so they don't have to maybe start over from ground zero. Like so many of us adults who have to relearn things, right? When we are older. Okay, next crystal angel message out says, teaching and learning. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. You cannot make this stuff up, you guys. I have not looked at these cards. I've been saying that maybe you are meant to teach children. Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. I'm not even going to touch on that because I've been saying this the whole reading. You know what it is. Your affirmation card out to help you get through this time says, today I am brilliant. Today, every idea I have is creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. Yes, say this to yourself. Call back your power. Call back your uniqueness. Call back your creativity that you had to hide away because the rest of the world was too dark, right, to look at it, because your light burned other people's eyes. Your glow was too much for people to handle. It's time to reclaim your glow, reclaim your power. And in doing that, you will help to raise the consciousness. You will help to further the human race, further the love, right? The pure creator love that is trying to be bestowed upon all of us. Next, I wrote down some lyrics from Skylar Gray's Coming Home, since this reading was inspired by her, to get more of an idea of where you may be at. Oh, these were the exact lyrics that came to my mind when I was out on my walk. So, it says, let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. First off, okay, while I was writing this, the energy was like, it felt as though you just wanted to go. You want to get on to the next phase, the next chapter, and I 100% understand that. But you are being called to stay flexible with the universe, to remain patient, and let the universe Let the universe handle what it needs to handle, right? You can't quite... There are things that still need to be worked out for you behind the scenes before you can fully jump into the life that you want to jump into, leap into the next phase of your existence. What you have to do is focus on what you can do in this moment to put yourself in the place to be ready to take that leap when it appears to you. You may get some sort of offer. You may have some sort of offer coming in where you will be able to work with children, teach children somehow, teach others in some way. Doesn't necessarily have to be a child, because some of us are just kids at heart, right? But walking in the rain today, this is what I felt. The Sisa Mintaka too. You have to let the rain wash away all the pain, all the fears, all the heartache, the bad things you tell yourself, the bad things that other people put into your head that are maybe you now think are your thoughts, but they're really not your thoughts. They are projections that other people place there. It's time to release all of that and to step into who you are, to step into your mission by being you. You know that there's something better out there for you, and that is why it's not in your blood to give up. That's why you have not given up, even though you've maybe thought of it several times over. That is what keeps pushing you, that internal knowing in your soul that you have a mission to fulfill. And now my legs are tingling, so I know I'm onto something here. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Thank you, Spirit, for that. They had given me a message earlier, and I forgot it until they had me sing it. The part where it says, I know my kingdom awaits and they've forgiven my mistakes. Your kingdom doesn't need to forgive shit, boo. That's how your spirit team wanted me to tell you. They don't need to forgive you for shit. They knew what the plan was when you came here. They see all. They know how everything lines up, how everything is supposed to play out. You need to forgive yourself. It's time for you to forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. It's time to forgive yourself for reacting in a way that you feel was beneath you. That's because you didn't have the tools at the time. You have to forgive yourself from holding on to addictions and low vibe people, places, things, situations. Because that's all you knew. And now you have a choice to know better, to do better. So it's time to forgive yourself. It's time to let go of the pain, past mistakes and the pain, and to learn the lessons and move on. Because you weren't meant to stay stuck there. You weren't meant to remain there, and you know it, which is why you have not given up. You're about to come home to yourself. You're about to come home to the world, baby. You're going to step into your power, step into your mission, and it will help to change the world. Cards out for pile 3. What else do they need to know? Pile 3. The Fool. You're ready. You're ready to take that leap. You're ready to move on into the next chapter. Do the work and stay consistent in that. Do the work and do the work in moving away from these past pains, heartaches, clearing it out of your energy. You have the sun at your back. You are protected. You are safe. Your road, your path is, you might not be able to see it right now, right? But it will soon be laid before you. You just have to be willing to take that step into doing the work, healing yourself, communicating with yourself, your spirit team, gaining a deeper connection of yourself and with your spirit team, your intuition even, so that you can put yourself into the position that you need to be into when divine timing strikes. Four of Cups, next card out. We have a phone here, communication again, right? Spirit has been already trying to bring this into you. There may be something that's already been on your heart and your mind where you've been thinking about going into teaching or the healing field or working with children in some respect. And maybe you've been like, I'm over it. I'll never do anything. I'll never accomplish anything. Never amount to anything. Blah, 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 blah. I don't mean to laugh. That's just how Spirit put it in my head. But I hope you get a laugh from it if that's how you've been thinking to yourself and talking to yourself. Because you're being gifted something right here. You just have to turn around and put yourself in a position to see it. Spirit is trying to hand you the answer, trying to fill your cup, trying to cleanse your heart. Just came to my mind's eye. Cleanse your heart of the pain. Wash away the pain. Oh, you know what? So, what is it? Catholicism, where you drink the blood of Christ? Maybe you need to go to church. Maybe you need to have a glass of wine and get out of your head and stop beating yourself up. Relax a bit. And then this brilliant idea will come to you. Maybe you haven't, maybe there's something you've wanted to do, but you've been like, I don't even know how. So I'm done. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to figure it out. Well, a brilliant idea is coming your way. But you have to release the negativity. You have to get out of this energy of just being so over it, of being so done with people, with life maybe. Next card out is the Nine of Swords. It's time to communicate with yourself about what is holding you back, what is keeping you up at night. It's time to communicate that and release it. It's time to know that this is just a drop in the ocean, that this too shall pass, and you will step into your mission, into your calling. You might be up in your head about trying to figure out what it is you are meant to do, who you are meant to be. You may have already started something new, and maybe it's taking longer than you expected, longer than you wanted. You're being called to release those expectations first off, to keep doing the work. Because without you meeting Spirit halfway and doing the work, they can't bring in divine timing. You have to stay poised. You have to stay focused. And then you also got a bonus message. It says you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find your best self. I have way more cards than all the other piles. Bottom of the deck energy, Ace of Swords. That's that brilliant idea coming in. That's that epiphany. That could even be communication. Communication with yourself, communication coming in from someone else. Yeah, Four of Cups here. You have this. You could be ignoring your messages and ignoring your phone and miss an important call or something because you're so caught up in the pain. Take a stand. Take a stand for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Breathe. Know that if you are feeling cracked open and just so vulnerable, know that the wound is where the light enters. I just got the tingles with that, and I think that's where Spirit wants me to leave it. Pile 3, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Please reach out to me if you would like further guidance, need someone to talk to, help you get through this time. You are on your way to stepping into your mission, and it is a double mission because you are an overachiever. Welcome to the club. You may have felt like an overachiever just in life in general, but that's also who you are at a soul level and why the universe loves you and is going to bless you so much. Once you decide to fully stay the course. If you would like to leave a donation, there is a link in the description box. It is never expected, but greatly appreciated. I will catch you next time. Bye.